and this salivation has happened. And that to me, honestly, help you have a little bit of ease and flow in the digestive system. When I first created my cleanse program, I bought a whole heap of cleanse programs. It's like, oh my God. And I was just thinking, how the hell do I do this? Because what my passion is as a chef is not just making food and making recipes. It's about teaching the energy behind the food and to help all of us, including me, like I'm really talking to myself here when I'm talking to you, is to understand how our thoughts matter. And what I noticed when I purchased other cleansers and tried to work out, is that something that I could do? It's so limiting. It's just restriction, restriction, restriction. I thought about all the mums out there and all the dads out there and the grandmas out there and the aunties out there and the kids out there. And I just thought, oh no, that's just really hard. And so what I did was I created a nutrient-dense cleanse. And what I found was, when I didn't expect this actually, what I found that came out of this, we've got thousands of people in this cleanse, and literally, like thousands. And what I worked out was the common denominator within this cleanse is the feeling of letting go and sinking into a spiritual practice of being present and allowing all the stories that we hold on to around food and hold on to around dieting and hold on to around weight loss and hold on to when we look at ourselves. Every time I look at my arms here, I'm always reminded of the beauty of age and how it's such a privilege to grow old. Instead of picking on them, thinking, oh, they should be, muscly and firm. I'm in the wellness industry. And I noticed this with the amazing humans coming, men and women, coming through the cleanse, and that common thread of gratitude and that common feeling of letting go of the common stories we have when we're in our kitchens and cooking and family members, and you don't understand, and it's just yelling in these other cleanses that I've seen, and this one that I built has none of that. It's been such a delight to see humans go through this process, but it's also been quite rewarding seeing their journey from a perspective of their limiting beliefs. And I mean that with such honour and gratitude. And limiting beliefs like, I thought a cleanse was having to do this, this and this. I thought a cleanse was having to do that, that and that. And this kind of fight within themselves when they've actually gone, oh my God, I'm full. I can't believe how good this stuff tastes. And number two, I'm shredding the weight. And number three, I cannot believe the stories and the thoughts I have in my head around food. That was the big one. And I think that what I know for sure is that it's definitely a privilege to age. And it's definitely a beautiful place to be when you're supported in a cleanse. Because I've worked in this industry for such a long time. I've done fasting retreats. I've worked in cleansing retreats. I worked in health retreats. I had my own retreat, and it's like, I've seen it all, the keto, the paleo, all the diets, all the things, all the limiting beliefs around how we should think. And what I've realized is that what I built was just like flooding the body with nutrition, big amounts of nutrition, and allowing the digestive system to have a break. And what's happened from that, these thousands of people have come through going, oh my God, I really understand now what I was holding on to. And as I held on to being bloated, I got more bloated. And as I got more bloated, I bloated the idea of being bloated. And since I've done this cleanse, I understand the process of letting go. And I think that's a beautiful thing, that we can do that in our everyday life. We don't just have to do it in a cleanse. And that's one of the biggest aha, common denominator moments throughout this whole entire process of cooking, or buying, prepping, cooking and eating food. And if there's anything that I can offer you today, is to stand in front of a mirror, seriously, naked, and stare at yourself and cry and yell and scream and do whatever, but don't forget that aging is a privilege, and to acknowledge how many times these fingers have worked and these arms have worked and this mouth has spoken, and this salivation has happened. And that to me, honestly help you have a little bit of ease and flow in the digestive system. Thank you for being with me today. See you next time.